guys, in this tutorial I'm going to be crocheting a simple beginner-friendly whale pattern, just like this one. I also have it in gray, and we're going to be doing a step-by-step tutorial alongside my part 2, which is going to be a crochet shark and an orca, and I'm going to be trying to crochet those because this is my own pattern. I've never done any sharks before, but I will give it a go from you in the comments, and we are going to be starting to crochet. If you guys are new here, welcome. If not, welcome back, and let's get crocheting.
Alright, so today you will be using some blue yarn. I'm using the Loops and Threads yarn. I prefer this brand as long as I use Red Heart brand as well. These two go perfect together. They're mostly the same, and so we're going to be using blue and white today. You will also need a needle as well, along with a hook, of course. I'm going to be using my favorite one, 5.25 millimeter hook. You'll also need some scissors and some stuffing, some polyfill, and some eyeballs. You can also cut out some eyeballs, but I like to use these ones. And so we are going to get started. What you'll need is to grab the blue yarn. And what we are going to be doing is a magic ring. So how to do a magic ring is we're going to loop it around your finger, and it makes an X. You pinch it, you have the circle. We're going to insert our hook like that, pull the loop, and pull through. Now we have our little magic ring, and in order to make it nice and tight, we are going to go in, pull the loop, pull through both. We are now going to be making 6 single crochets into the hook. So in this little magic ring, we're going to use our hook. We're going to insert, pull the loop, pull through. That is 1 single crochet. Insert, pull the loop, pull through. That is our 2nd single crochet. We're going to be doing that 4 more times. Alright, now that I am done single crocheting 6 into the magic ring, we're going to grab the tail and we're going to pull it tight, which creates our little magic ring. And so now what we're going to be doing is, you see the little magic ring, the next stitch next to the tail is what we're going to be going into. So we're going to insert a hook into that one. It can be tight sometimes if you pull it too tight or not at all. And it is hard sometimes to get your hook in there from the beginning, but all you do is use your needle or use your hook to just break it up a little bit. And you're going to insert your hook in that stitch, get more yarn. And now what we're going to be doing is we're going to grab our yarn, we're going to pull the loop and pull through. So that is 1 single crochet. So now what we're going to be doing for round 2 is we are increasing all the way around. So how to increase is we're going to insert our hook into that stitch, pull the loop, pull through. Now we're going to go back into that same stitch and single crochet again. So how to increase is you're just single crocheting 2 times in that 1 stitch. Now what I like to do is I grab a stitch marker to keep track of your round, to know when your round is over, because if you don't, then it gets mixed up sometimes. So now what we are going to be doing is increasing all the way around. So I'm going to insert, pull the loop, pull through, insert back in that same stitch, pull through. We have 2 increases. We're going to do that all the way around. Alright, now that we are done with our round, we should have around 14 stitches. In order to check, all you do is you start with your stitch marker and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have 14 stitches. Take our stitch marker out, and we are going to insert our hook in the next stitch. And for this round, round 3, we are going to be single crocheting and then increasing. So we're going to do 1 single crochet. So we're going to insert, pull up a loop, pull through, and then after we have our first single crochet, I always like to add our stitch marker, keep track of it, and then we're going to increase in the next stitch. So we're going to increase and then going back in. That is our increase. So we have a single crochet, increase in this stitch, single crochet, next stitch, increase, next stitch, single crochet, next stitch, increase. And now we are going to be doing that all the way around. Alright, we have finished round 3. And in order to check the rounds, you start from the magic ring. So this one, so we count 1, 2, 3. Alright, we have finished round 3. And in order to check the rounds, you start from the magic ring. So this one, so we count 1, 2, 3 for each of them. So we have 1, we have 2, and we have 3. We're starting round 4. So take off the stitch marker. And what we're going to be doing is sort of like what we did last round. We did 1 single crochet increase, 1 single crochet increase. But for this round, we are going to be doing 2 single crochets and then increasing. How that's going to look like is we're going to insert our hook. We're going to do 1 single crochet, put the stitch marker, then we're going to do another single crochet in the next stitch. So we have 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet. In this stitch, we're going to increase. So that is 2 single crochets in the same stitch. And so then we're going to do a single crochet, next stitch, single crochet, and then in the next stitch, we're increasing. So we're doing single crochet, 2 single crochets, single crochet, single crochet, 2 single crochets, single crochet, all the way around. Alright, we have finished round 4, and so we're moving on to round 5. So take your stitch marker out, and for round 5, we are doing the same thing, except this time it's going to be 3 single crochets and then increase. So we're going to start by going in, pulling up a loop with a single crochet, add that stitch marker, and then we're going to single crochet 2 more times, single crochet into the next stitch, single crochet. So we have 3 single crochets, and then we're going to go into the next stitch. We're going to increase, we're going into the next stitch, and we're doing 3 single crochets. So that's 1, next stitch, that is 2, next stitch, that is 3, and then to the next stitch is an increase. So we're doing that all the way around. Alright, now that we are moving on to round 6, for the 6th round, we are going to take our stitch marker out. And for round 6, what we are going to be doing is we are going to be single crocheting around, all the way around, twice. So how that looks like is we're just going to be single crocheting. And to remind you, it is insert, pull up a loop, 2 on the hook, pull through, go to the next stitch, do the same thing, next stitch, do the same thing. So we're going to be single crocheting all the way around. Going into round 8. So this is what our whale looks like so far. You can see here, just like that. Alright, and now what we are going to be doing is we are going to be single crocheting one more round. So instead of 2 rounds, we're doing another round. So we're going to do 3 rounds in total of single crocheting. Have come upon round 9. So if you want to double check your rounds, all you do is just count them. So we have round 1 in the circle, round 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're on round 9. And while you're crocheting around, you have this tail that comes out from your crocheted piece. What you want to make sure as in this tail is in the inside. So we flip it around so you see your magic ring, and that is our outside piece. The inside is the tail, and you always want to make sure the tail's in the inside, or else your piece is going to come out opposite. You see the difference of the stitches? These are inside stitches, these are outside stitches. So we want to make sure these outside stitches stay in there. We want to see these nice inside stitches. This is what makes it look good. I mean, the first time I was crocheting, I did make it look like that, so I've learned my mistakes. Gotta make sure it's on the outside. So now we're going on to round 9. And for round 9, we are going to be chaining to our white yarn. So you're going to be grabbing your white yarn. Just grab a little bit, because now we're going to be making the bottom half of the whale. So we're going to take our stitch. So we save that. And we are going to take our scissors, and we are going to cut off. Always pull up a little bit of a loop so you have some room. And we're going to cut off the blue, just like that. Put the blue off to the side. And we are going to pull our loop all the way through. So you can see that is just stayed there. It's just going to stay there for now. Now we are going to take our white yarn, and I like to hold it in the back here with a finger, and then you can see it's ready to be used with. So we are going to count back around like 4 stitches. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I usually do 4. You can go as back as you would like, but I usually do 4. We're going to insert our hook. And we have our yarn. We have it steady right there. What we're going to do is we are going to yarn over, pull up a loop. We have our white yarn, and we're going to yarn over, pull through, and now what we're going to be doing is we're going to go back inside that same stitch, and we're going to do a single crochet, just like that. And now we have our white yarn onto our blue piece, and you're going to see that white tail. So you're going to take that white tail and pull it up so it's out. Just pull it a little tight and let it just rest in there. So now we have our first white stitch, and we are going to single crochet to the next stitch. So we're going to single crochet like that, single crochet, and when you get to the 4th stitch, you see this blue yarn. What we're going to be doing is we're going to go into that stitch. You can see if you pull through, the yarn will go through. So we want to keep it snug in a bug, and we are going to insert our hook, and we're going to single crochet. You may notice that it has a huge hole, so you want to flip your piece around, and you want to pull that string nice and tight so you don't have any off or non-even parts in your piece. And you're not going into this stitch, you're going to the next stitch, and we're going to single crochet, and we're going to be single crocheting all the way around our wheel until I meet you back. Alright, so now that we have our wheel piece, again, you never want the tail on the outside, so we're going to flip it to see what our wheel looks like so far. So we have our first white line, and as you can see, it is pretty much even all the way around. Right here is where we chain from our blue to our white. And usually what I like to do is I just like to pull those parts nice and tight. So make sure that it is all the way around straight, because you don't want an off even chain. You don't want an off even color chain. So when you're color chaining, you would like a nice even strip of the white yarn. So then we can move on to our next round. So now that everything is around and it's white, now you can put your stitch marker back on. Just put it back where you kind of had it. And for our next round, round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, round 10, what we will be doing is we are going to be starting to decrease. So I'm going to be showing you how to decrease. So when you want to decrease, we usually start off big and then small. So when we are increasing, we single crochet 3, 1, 2, 3, increase, or 2, 1, 2, increase, like what we were doing. So we started off 1 single crochet increase, and then the next round we did 2 single crochet increase, and then the next round we did 3 single crochet increase. So when you are decreasing, what we like to do is we take the big numbers. So we are going to start off big, so we are going to do 4 single crochet, and then we are going to decrease.
Alright, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We are on our 12th round. We're going to be crocheting one single crochet and then decrease and increase the next. But before I do so, I like to add eyeballs for our wheel.
The wheels on the bus!
And so what we're going to be doing is
The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 beep. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 all through the town.
now we're going to just
The
put it
wheels
on
on the
the
bus!
where we've got it. I usually like to. And then up high, not that high. I do have smaller eyeballs this time, which really makes me upset. I need to get bigger eyeballs. Okay, now we've added the eyeballs. I do have smaller eyeballs, and then I have bigger eyeballs. I don't know. Comment down below if you guys like the bigger eyeballs better or the smaller eyeballs better. I know which ones I like. You guys should guess which ones I like. This is what they look like. I think it's good. Okay. Now, I'm going to put the backs in. So I like to turn the piece inside out. Grab the little eye back. Just press it in. These are pretty hard to press in, but if you aren't cutting out your own eyeballs, then you can do so too. I do like these though, because they make it look more realistic and just more cute. But yeah, so there's our wheel so far. We're almost done. And for this round, we are going to use single crocheting 1 and decrease yet again. So we're going to single crochet 1, decrease, single crochet 1, decrease, all the way around, like so. 1, decrease, 1, decrease, and it just gets smaller and smaller. Alright, and now for the last and final round, we're going to decrease on every single stitch. So we're just decreasing all the way around until we get to a good spot. We could fill our little whale. I think that's good. Usually you just do a couple decreases until you think it is good. We're going to grab our polyfill. And we're going to stuff it like this.
Okay, now that we've finished filling our whale, we're going to decrease all the way around until the hole is officially shut. Just like this. And it's pretty easy for decreasing. There's multiple ways of decreasing, but I do enjoy the part where it's just in and out. But when you reach the end, we'll do that one more time. Alright, now we're going to pull up our loop. We're going to grab our scissors and we're going to cut just a good size of yarn. And we're going to be grabbing our needle and we're going to grab our yarn, sew it through our needle, and we do this way so it closes the whole entire hole. So you're going to go into the back loop and pull your yarn. Then you're going to go in the back loop forward, pull your yarn, turn it around. You're going to go in the back loop, pull your yarn through. You're going to go into the back loop, pull it through. And for the last one, go in the back loop, pull it through, and the front loop. We're going to close it, so you're just going to pull the yarn, and it's nice and tight. And then we're going to sew into another spot, just so the yarn doesn't break when you're playing with it, or got it on your backpack as a keychain. And just like that. Now we're going to cut the piece, and we're just going to stuff the white yarn back into place, like so. So that concludes our whale so far, and we're going to be doing the fins up next. Alright, so now that we have our whale all put together, we are now going to be starting on the fins and the tail. So what you're going to need is your body color. So I need blue, and we're going to get started on the fins. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab your yarn. We're going to grab our hook, and what we are making is a magic ring. So yet again, all we do is we grab our tail, we loop it around our finger, hold it there, it makes the X, insert our hook, turn over, pull through. So there is our magic ring. Now what we are going to be doing is we are making the fins, and we are going to be single crocheting 8 in this magic ring to create our fin. So that's what we are going to be doing. So we're going to single crochet 1, single crochet 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now what we are going to be doing is we are going to grab the tail and we're going to pull it through. And that is our first fin. So now we're going to grab our scissors. We're going to cut off a good proportion so then we can still sew it. There's our tail. And now we have these 2 yarns. And what we're going to do is we're going to tie them together. So we're just going to tie them. I would double knot it if I were you, just in case it doesn't fall off. Nice and sturdy, like that. So that is our first one, and we need one more. Alright, we've got 2 of our whale fins, and so we are going to put them off to the side, and now we're going to make the tail. Don't lose track of your fins. And now we're going to start on working on the tail. So it's going to be partially the same thing. So we're going to be making our magic ring. And in our magic ring, what we are going to be doing is we are going to be single crocheting 10 or 12. If you would like a bigger whale tail, I would do 12. If you want more smaller whale tail, but still a good size, I'm gonna do 10. So we're gonna single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're gonna pull it tight to see how big it is. Usually I like to compare, but since you don't have one, I'll make sure it's the right size for you guys. So 10 is a good amount of size. You can even do 12 if you want. If you don't like the size and you've already pulled it tight, just stretch it out a little. You see that hole? Just go inside that hole and you're going to single crochet as many as you like. The more makes it the bigger. So I'm just going to do 2 more to make 12. Pull that tail tight, and that's our first little whale tail. And we're going to make 1 more. So see that? Okay, we've got our 2 whale tails, and to make it 1 tail, what we're going to be doing is when we sew it onto the body, these 2 will come together, and so it will look like a whale tail, just like this one. And so the fins, and we're going to be sewing them on next. Okay, so we're going to take our whale and we're going to be grabbing the fins. So you'll need your needle. Grab my needle. You're going to take your needle and you're going to loop both of these 2 yarns through your needle. So like that. Pull through. And now when we sew on our fin, I like to take our eyeballs and I like to count back from the eyeball. In the white, you have a stitch, so you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now once you pulled your fin through, you're going to whip it around, kind of like this. You don't want it like that, you want it upright. And we are going to sew from the other side right here. So we're going to go in and we're going to pull that string through. Make sure it's tight at all times. And then we're going to go back in the whale. So either below the stitch or above the stitch. I like to go below the blue. You're going to pull through. All we're doing is we are making it tight. And we're going to go back to the other side of the fin. Grab a stitch. And pull through. Like so. Going back into the whale for the last time. When we do this last one, when we are needle crafting, we like to go back anywhere in the body of the whale and just pull through. When you play with your whale, or if you have it on a keychain and it is rough and tough, we don't want this fin falling off, so that's why we like to tie it. So I'm going to tie it once. Oh gosh. It gets a little hard with your yarn if it's small, but tie it once, cut it off, and just going to put it back with your needle.
just like that. And we have our first fin, just like so. We're gonna do the other side, just like that. So now we have finished our two fins. They are perfectly horizontal to each other. And then when you are looking from the top point of view, you can see the magic circle, magic circle, magic circle, which is how you know you did it correctly. Or else the bottom side, you can see it's like more rough and tough area. And same with that side, the bottom side. So you can make your fins more down, you can make them more up, like it's swimming. And so now we are going to be sewing on the tail. So you're going to turn it around. And what I like to do is I like to take the eyes and you draw to find where the middle meets on the white. And that is where you sew on the tail. It's directly down the middle from the magic circle and directly in the center of the eyeballs. So when you flip it around, you go to the center of the eyeballs, down to the center of the magic circle, down, and that is where you're going to be sewing your tail. So we're going to sew it. So what we are doing is mostly the same thing when we sewed on the fins, except this time we're sewing them more closely together to create the tail aspect. So find that middle part, and from the middle we're going to count back 2. So 1, 2, insert our needle, and that is where we're going to pull through, just like that. It's stuck sometimes, but that's okay. And now we are going to sew onto the whale tail. So we're going to go from the back side. So what we're going to do is we're going onto the back side, just like that. Pull it through. And then we're going back into the whale. Like that. Then we're going to this back side. So I like to turn around, hold it, it's 2 fingers, hold it, onto that stitch, pull through, and we're trying to make it nice and tight. So just like that. And so you can do it a couple times. All you really do is you just go through one stitch, back into the whale, through the stitch, back into the whale, and then you can tie it off, or you can, losing my stuff here, or you can go back into the whale and just tie it off, slip it on it. So I kind of like to do that. Just like that, pull through, and then we're going to tie it. Then we're going to cut it off. Just like that. And we're going to be doing the same thing on to the next side, except this time we are not going to cut off the string. So we're going to leave the string on. Let's do that. Alright, so now we have done the other side of the whale tail, and I left that string on there so I can show you guys how I connect these two to create the whale tail even more. So what I do is I go to the end stitch and we pull through that, and after we go through the end stitch, we go through the end stitch of the other whale tail, like that, and we just like pull it tight,
So then it creates these two together. You can do that a couple more times. It's just like you're sewing them together to create that whale tail effect. Going back in it again. Just like that. And then after that is secured, you just go through one of the tails and then back up to the body. And then I like to tie it. And then you cut it off. Just like that. Okay, we have finished our whale. I hope you guys like my pattern. Please check it out for more. If you do want to add a keychain to it, there are some keychains like these on Amazon for only like $3.99 for a big pack, which is what I got. Or you can grab a piece of yarn that is the same color as the body. And you're going to grab your needle and you work it through the magic ring just like that. And then you just tie it off, creating the effect that it is a keychain. And then you can just tie it kind of like that. Or else, yeah, that's how you do a keychain if you want a DIY keychain. Or else, this is the whale tutorial. I really guys hope you like my pattern. Please check out my channel down below to find more patterns and more upcoming events like my markets. I will have more patterns every week, trying to post videos every once a week. And I really guys hope you liked it. So thank you guys for watching and please subscribe.